hovering in the distance. Now we really don't know what this is, although it is a craft of some kind. Is it a craft from another world? We just don't know. Let us know in the comments below what you think it is. Now we're not sure what type of craft this is, but I'm sure I can see beings waving through the window. Are they from another world? You decide. Somebody sent this video of a possible Bigfoot. We've not seen anything this close or so convincing for a long time. What do you think? Leave your comments below. This video was sent in by a hunter. He was out hunting rabbits and stumbled across this thing. We do not know what it is. Leave your comments below.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Mars. Recently, there has been much controversy about us hoaxing things. But yeah, hey, we've made a lot of mistakes, but that was in the past. We made mistakes in the past, and we're cleaning up our act. In fact, we haven't hoaxed anything in the past 5 years. I mean, we haven't hoaxed anything in the past 3 years. Damn it. We haven't hoaxed anything in the past year. All right, look, we haven't hoaxed anything since at least last week. So we should get some credit for that. Let us know what you think in the comments. I'm here and, well, we're here to address the controversy. The controversy about us faking things all the time. We don't fake things all the time, just some of the time. By the way, we have a new product here at Third Phase of Mars. Yes, so you too can make lots of money with fake UFO videos made out of tail lights and a sheet of glass. We'll even help install the glass for you. We think it's a good deal. So we've got some incredible footage of aliens. This is a real alien. Somebody sent it to us. It was sent by an anonymous source. That's better. Sent by an anonymous source. And we can't tell you who it is, but high-ranking government official sent us this picture of a real alien. It's definitely a real alien, because here at Third Phase of Mars, all we show you is real aliens. Even though we made tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars showing people fake CGI alien videos of fake aliens we made, hey, this is just into Third Phase Moon. Let us know what you think in the comments, but it's an alien. It's definitely an alien. This incredible footage sent to us by an anonymous source who does not wish to be named. Let us know what you think in the comments about this incredible footage. What could it be? I'm not saying it was alien, but it's an alien. I'm not saying it was an alien, but it's definitely an alien. And it's not CGI at all. Definitely not CGI, so it must be real, right? If it's not CGI, it's just definitely must be real. If it's not CGI, it definitely must be real. Look like a real alien to me. And if my brother boyfriend was here, my brother boyfriend would tell you, by the way, my brother boyfriend is incredibly handsome. You know how I know that? Because he looks a lot like me. Yeah. All right. Let us know what you think in the comments about our wonderful alien video that we're not saying is aliens, but it's aliens. We never said it was aliens. It's definitely aliens.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon Blake Cousins. We've got a special for you tonight. Incredible videos coming in to Third Phase of Moon. So buckle up. A triangular craft submitted to my Gmail from Edwin, captured earlier this month. Behold the phenomenon.
Greetings and salutations, friends. This latest third phase hoax is the most ridiculous ever. Now, I know they're going to cry and complain and say it's not a hoax, but it is, because all a hoax requires is deception or trickery. And this garbage release of theirs certainly must involve some trickery or deception. This latest joke of a video from them proves they haven't changed one bit. No, I'm wrong. They have changed. They've stopped creating ridiculous fake alien CGI videos. They've stopped making ridiculous UFO videos made out of Star Wars toys on a green screen and more. Yeah. Then they moved on to having other people fake their videos, their fake spaceship and UFO videos. Yeah, they moved on to having other people send them fakes that they would post. And we showed the private messages where they did that pretty recently. Used 100% fake UFO videos that somebody made, told them how they made it. They post it anyway and pretend it's a UFO or a spaceship. It's a lie. They haven't changed. All they've changed is their method of trickery and deception. Now, this new method that they use is the stupidest ever. Literally, I call it the dunce hoaxer defense. Essentially, they put out something as ridiculous as this hoax video, and then they sit back and pretend that they're so stupid they didn't know it wasn't a UFO. It's also funny to point out that these guys have been doing this for many, many years, and they have a whole team of people working for them. And yet not one of them could identify an unknown craft. And by the way, in the original post that they took this video from, the date and location of the so-called UFO sighting was there. So all you have to do is check flight radar. This is unidentified aircraft in the sky. Let's go check flight radar. Now, I know the arguments, well, we don't have time to do extensive research. Listen, it's not extensive research. And in fact, I'm pretty sure you can identify that unidentified craft in a few minutes with flightradar24.com and the date and location. In fact, it won't even take you a few minutes. You can do it in literally seconds. Seconds. It would take them literally seconds. Once you have the approximate geographical location and the time of the sighting, it's easy to rule out conventional aircraft. But they didn't care to do that because that doesn't sell. They didn't want to do that because posting a video of a high altitude balloon is not going to get them views and free money. You know what is? Calling a high altitude balloon a UFO. Even clickbaiting the title, clearest UFO footage of 2023. If you can identify that unidentified aircraft in less than 1 minute, it's not a UFO. Now we have to decide, did they on purpose post this video without checking flight radar data? Because if they did check the flight radar data, that would ruin this story that they could sell, right? There's only two possibilities here. Either they intentionally didn't check flight radar because they knew this was not a UFO, or these two and their entire team are the dumbest UFO people and laziest UFO people on planet Earth. Because I'm about to show you that once I looked at the video and saw the date and location of the sighting, I was able to identify that so-called UFO in 35 seconds. Don't believe me? We'll put a timer on the screen. Let's do it. Okay, so we have the same information that they got. The video and the date and location of the sighting. The sighting took place in Roswell, New Mexico, around 12:15 on May 17th. So we go to flightradar24.com. This is the United States map. We're going to zoom in down to New Mexico and Roswell, New Mexico. Okay, now we're going to change the playback to show us May 17th around the time of the sighting. And here we go, we've put that in. Now we let the flight radar show. Ooh, look at that, a balloon pops up right on the map. And in just seconds, we've identified their so-called UFO. It gets better. An airplane that they showed, balloon, oh look, there it is. We've identified that. And we're gonna stop the clock. Look at that. In 35 seconds, I was able to identify both those things. So we're supposed to believe that third phase of moon, UFO experts of the world, don't have the time or energy to put 35 seconds into a story that they're going to sell. That's what we're supposed to believe. This is a hoax. Oh, I'm sorry. There's two possibilities here. Either this is a hoax or they're the dumbest, laziest UFO guys on planet Earth. They can use the dunce hoaxer effect. We're so stupid, we don't know how to do what you just did, Steve. We're so dumb and lazy, we can't spend 35 seconds researching a story before we try to sell it. This is a joke. Now, of course, the next day, they decided to put out another video because this got busted almost instantly. Almost as soon as they posted this video, people, including me, identified the so-called unidentified flying object they were selling everyone with clickbait titles. Look at this. This is the clearest UFO footage of 2023, except it's not a UFO to anybody with a brain or with 35 seconds to put in the location of the sighting and the time of the sighting. They didn't do it. Why? There's no money in showing people the truth like I just did. There's no money in showing people how easy it is, 35 seconds to identify an unidentified aircraft video that somebody sends you. They're not experts. They're a joke. They're not researchers. They're a joke. They are garbage peddlers, peddling endless, useless information into the webosphere so they can profit. There's 2 documentaries full of evidence that third phase of moon fake things constantly. And people can see those documentaries and learn the truth, or they can buy the lie. And then there's UFO expert Clown Rich, who works for them, who just made a recent video claiming that he never lied to his audience, in which he lied to his audience again, and we proved that. He said that 4 individuals in the UFO community have sent me cease and desist orders for defamation of character because I lie when I debunk things. I don't need to lie. This is another complete and total lie, which just proves my point that Rich from GoofOn lies to his audience constantly. And I'm sure he'll have some lies to try to cover for this latest stupid third phase of moon hoax. What's funny is that after this whole thing got busted and everybody started showing everybody how quickly they could have identified the so-called UFO, suddenly they make another video. This is what we do. We just put it out there, and with the help of people from around the world, we were able to finally identify the craft. Great. Now they double dipped and they're going to get double the money, right? It's a great business. UFOs, right? Just find something stupid like a high altitude balloon. Make sure you tell everybody you're a UFO expert or that you have a whole team of UFO experts working for you. And then sit back and pretend that you don't know how to use any flight tracking data systems to identify unidentified aircraft. Just sit back and use the dunce hoaxer effect. We're so stupid, we don't know how to identify this. It's a UFO. We're experts. We're so stupid, we don't know how to identify unidentified aircraft. We're UFO experts. They're UFO experts. So the next day, especially after Mick West busted this out the wazoo, they told everybody what it was. But they still pretended that they needed the entire world to help them identify this unidentified aircraft. We needed the help of everyone from around the world to solve this mystery. What mystery? You could have solved the mystery in 35 seconds. I've shown that. It's a hoax. Or they're the dumbest, laziest UFO people on planet Earth, and so is everybody that works for them. Because where's all the UFO experts that work for them? They couldn't identify the craft for them in 35 seconds? I did. I identified the unidentified aircraft from the video and the location and time data in 35 seconds. They could have too, if they cared, but they don't. They don't care to bring you the truth. They care to sell you another mystery that they can profit from. A mystery that's not a mystery as long as you've got 35 seconds. You two are either proven hoaxers again, or you are the stupidest and laziest UFO guys on planet Earth. Congratulations. These guys are going to keep faking things forever. They're never going to do things the right way. They're never going to care about this. It is just an endless ATM to them. That's what those guys got going on their channel. A whole machine to just insert fake stuff into and withdraw lots of money constantly. So this is where we're at, and this is where we find ourselves. And the fact that I have to explain stuff to people like Third Phase of Moon or hoaxers and everything they post is fake, it just shows you what a circus this is. Telling people Third Phase of Moon posts fake things is like telling people water is wet. People should just know some things, and most people are smart enough to know that they're not on the level. They're not doing things the right way. They are just using deception to make money from fake mysteries. They're not mysteries if you can solve them in 35 seconds. I'm calling it a hoax. And, I don't care what they say. That's my opinion. This is all a hoax. And they're free to chime in and say it wasn't a hoax, Stephen. But then they're going to have to admit that the only other possibility is real. They're the dumbest, laziest UFO guys on planet Earth, and so is Rich, who works for them. All three of them could have did what I did and identified it instantly. They chose not to, or they were too dumb to. Either way, what we've got here is either another hoax from Third Phase of Moon, big surprise, or they have to admit that they're the dumbest, laziest UFO guys on planet Earth. Those are the only two possibilities. The only reason they put the explanation video up is because they got busted almost instantly. If people like me and others hadn't found the flight radar data and proven that it was just a high altitude balloon, they would have kept that mystery going. I'm confident of that. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. As for the idiots that work for them, helping them push it, congratulations, you just lied to your audience again. A lie by omission is still a lie. Does your audience know that you could have identified the mystery in 35 seconds and chose not to, or just were too dumb to? Either way, no one should be watching these people. And that's just the way it is, friends. 35 seconds. That's how quickly they could have went to flightradar24.com and identified that thing as a high altitude balloon. They put it out and claimed it was the clearest UFO footage of 2023. Might have been clear footage, but it wasn't a UFO. It was only a UFO to idiots or hoaxers. Richie Grifton is now going after Corbell, saying he could have identified this as flares. Well, Mr. Hypocrite, Third Phase of Moon could have identified that high altitude balloon as a high altitude balloon in 35 seconds. I timed myself. I identified Third Phase of Moon's latest so-called clearest UFO footage as a high altitude balloon in 35 seconds on flightradar24.com. Once you know the date and location, an approximate time of the sighting, you just go to Flight 24, you put in that information, boom, up pops a balloon right on the map. It's a balloon. Why did they put that out then? Grifton, right? If you're going to go after, you have no right to go after Corbell. You have absolutely no right to go after anyone for not doing enough work on a fake story when Third Phase of Moon just put out a similar fake story. And Third Phase of Moon, what they did is even worse, because they could have went to flightradar24.com and identified what they put out as a UFO as a high altitude balloon. They could have identified it in 35 seconds. 35 seconds. That's how long it would have taken to identify it as not a UFO. They didn't do that. Why didn't Grifton go to Flight 24 and identify the craft? He didn't either. But he's going to go after other people as if he has some moral high ground when he works for the biggest UFO fraud hoaxers in the history of UFO fraud hoaxers, Third Phase of Fake. He has no right to say anything negative about anybody else in the field of UFOs because he works for the biggest grifter hoaxers in the world of UFOs. They've put out more fake UFO videos than anyone on Earth, so you have no right working for them talking about Corbell. You have no right working for them talking about anybody else, right? But he will. Now they're going to have to do some mental gymnastics and figure out how they're going to cover up for this one. It's either a hoax or they're the dumbest, laziest UFO guys on planet Earth. Those are your choices, Third Phase clowns. Either decide, yes, we hoaxed that one, or us, both of us, and Grifton and our entire team are the laziest, dumbest UFO guys on planet Earth because we did not or could not or didn't know how to spend 35 seconds to identify a non-UFO as what it really was, a high-altitude balloon. I did it in 35 seconds. Why couldn't they? Again, the lie by omission. You have to leave out the information so that you could sell the fake story. If it wasn't a fake story, if it was a real UFO, they could have told you, we went and checked flight radar. There's nothing that matches this craft on flight radar in that area at the time of the sighting. They didn't do that. Just like Corbell. All these grifters use the same tactics and methods. The lie by omission is how most of these fake UFO stories get out there. Third Phase of Moon and Jeremy Corbell just did it. Jeremy Corbell pretended he didn't know about 50 flares being dropped in the exact area at the exact time of his so-called UFO sightings. Third Phase of Moon, in my opinion, they pretended they don't know how to check flight radar of a date and time of a sighting and see if there was anything that could explain that sighting. So again, the lie by omission. Both Corbell and Third Phase of Moon, both, in my opinion, pretended they didn't know about this information that would prove both of these things are not a UFO. It's a clown show. And you too can buy a ticket. But you can either buy a ticket from me, who is telling you the truth about all of this and how all these scams work, seeing through the deception, peeling back the layers of deception and showing you the truth. You can buy a ticket from me,
or you can buy a ticket from the liars doing this to you, manipulating you, laughing about you and how dumb you are to click on their garbage, nonsense stories so they can make huge amounts of money lying to you, lie by deception, lie by omission. And then let's not forget, when you get caught, especially when you get caught by Steve Cambian, you have to do the dunce hoaxer defense. I'm so stupid, I didn't know about that information that he found. In 35 seconds, I identified third phase of moon's fake latest UFO in 35 seconds. So they have a choice to make, and so does Grifton. They have to think real hard. Are we going to admit that we purposefully left that information out so that we could hoax this thing and make money pushing a hoax? Or are we going to take what's behind door number 2 and just have to admit that we are the dumbest, laziest UFO guys on planet Earth? And Third Phase of Moon has an entire team of professional UFO investigators, none of which could spend 35 seconds to identify that as a high altitude balloon before they put it out. Bull. They knew it was a goddamn balloon, in my opinion, before they put it out. If you put it out and show everybody it's a balloon and how you identified it, you'll get a few hundred views. If you put it out as the best UFO footage of 2023 and lie and pretend it's unidentified because you couldn't do 35 seconds of work, you'll make possibly thousands of dollars. Now, what do we think the third phase of loon clowns are? Are they hoaxers who did that intentionally and intentionally lied to everyone, intentionally pretended they don't know how to use flight tracking software to identify unidentified craft? Or do we believe that they are the dumbest, the laziest UFO guys, and their entire team of professional UFO investigators are equally as stupid, equally as lazy to not do 35 seconds of work to identify an unidentified aircraft in the sky at a certain time and place? I know what I believe, and this clown, these third phase clowns are gonna send their trailer trash. He called me trailer trash, or no, he called me white trash. The guy lives in a goddamn trailer park, and he's calling me white trash. Listen, I'm not gonna disclose personal information, especially about my finances. That's private. But I can tell you this, Rich, I don't live in a goddamn trailer park. You loser. Who are you calling white trash? How dare you? Sitting there living in a goddamn trailer park, in a trailer your parents own and pay for, right? And you're gonna call me white trash? Clown. I'm white trash, right? And I'm not getting into finances, but white trash people have no money and no teeth. My teeth are real, Rich. I have real teeth, okay? Don't call people white trash. And see, this is what the grifters do. They send the attack dogs to muddy the waters, to make the people telling you the truth the bad guy, while they continue to profit from lies. We don't profit from lies here. That's another thing. Rich provably lied. This clown Rich made a video saying, I don't lie to my audience. And in it, he lied to his audience. And here I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you a taste of the video for Friday, because I think this is important. Only Rich could be stupid enough. Maybe he is the dumbest UFO guy, the laziest UFO guy, right? Only Rich would be stupid enough to do this. The guy makes a video saying, I don't lie to my audience. I never have lied to my audience. And in it, he provably lied to his audience again. We got you again. Again, you prick. We got it again. You lied to your audience again. Remember, I made a video about how that guy lied to his audience provably 50 times. And then in some kind of idiot response, this dummy, this super genius of the millennium says, I'm going to make this video and tell my audience that I don't lie to my audience. And in that same video, he lies to his audience again. And it's a provable lie. It's a terrible lie designed to damage my reputation and make people think that I'm some kind of bad person and that I get, sued constantly for defamation because I lie in my debunks. There's no proof of that. There's no evidence of that. So here we have it. This is great. Richie Grifton makes a video saying that essentially I'm wrong when I say he lies to his audience constantly. He makes a video saying he never lies to his audience. And in that video, he 100% provably lied to his audience in that video. And in his video, where he's telling his audience, I never lied to my audience. I would never lie to my audience. He provably 100% lied to his audience again. And here's a quote. This is what he said. And by the way, Rich, don't be a weasel. Take the video down now, right? Because I got copies. Quote, Richard Dolan, David Wilcock, Linda Moulton Howe, and Jimmy Church have all sent Stephen Cambian cease and desist orders because of his defamation of character, because he lies when he debunks people. Now, this is his attempt to prove that I lie when I debunk people. I don't need to. These people are so stupid. Look at what Corbell just did. Look at what Third Phase of Moon just did. Put out a so-called UFO when you can identify it as a high-altitude balloon in 35 seconds. That's how dumb they are. I don't need to lie to debunk them. They debunk themselves. So this is a lie designed to damage my reputation and make people think that I have provably been caught lying about people, and they sent me legal cease and desist letters and threatened to sue me because they charged me with defamation of character because I lied about them. Here he goes again. In this video, where this super genius made a video saying, I never lie to my audience, I don't lie to my audience. Here we go again, Rich. He 100% lied to his audience again. And anybody can prove that, because none of those people ever sent me any legal letters. None of those people ever sent me any threats of lawsuits. None of those people ever sent me any letters, Rich. Not a cease and desist letter, not a legal threat letter, not a birthday card, nothing. Richard Dolan, David Wilcock, Linda Moulton Howe, and Jimmy Church have never sent me a letter with legal threats. Never accused me of defamation of character. None of those people, Richard Dolan, David Wilcock, Linda Moulton Howe, Jimmy Church, none of them have ever accused me of defamation of character. Not in writing, not in public social media posts, not in emails, not in written letters arriving at my door by FedEx, because that's how you would have to do it. None of those people ever sent me what you said they sent. So here we have it again. Richie Grifton in a video claiming he never lies to his audience, 100% provably just lied to his audience again. He proves my point. He proves my point. And what's my point? My point is he lies to his audience constantly. And here's another one. And by the way, I invite anyone who wants to can contact those people, Richard Dolan, David Wilcock, Linda Moulton Howe, and Jimmy Church, and verify that no, they have never sent me, Steve Cambian, a cease and desist order because of his defamation of character or because I lie when I debunk people. I stand behind everything that we have ever broadcast about any of those people. So here he is again. He lied to his audience again. And he thinks that somehow he's going to convince people I'm the bad guy by doubling down, trying to dig out of the hole he created for himself. What about all his other lies, Rich? Right? Third Phase of Moon never hoaxed anything. Third phase of moon hasn't hoaxed anything in 5 years, 3 years. We got him for one last week. Well, the one from last week is either they hoaxed it or them and you, Richie, are the dumbest UFO guys on planet Earth, are the laziest UFO guys on planet Earth, because you guys, third phase of moon and their professional team of investigators, could not spend 35 seconds to identify what they thought was a UFO. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And that's just one lie from his video where he's telling his audience he doesn't lie. He lied about a lot more, and I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. It's glorious. Keep lying. And by the way, I have tired of this guy thinks that if he just keeps repeating the same lies over and over again, that people will believe him. Do you know who else believed that? Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister. He said if you repeat a lie, a big enough lie enough, people will believe it. That's what Rich thinks. He's not going to dig out of the hole he's created for himself by doubling down, tripling down. Let's just lie again. Oh, he caught me lying. Let's lie some more to get out of the last lies. You haven't gotten out of the first lie we caught you in. And that was that third phase of moon never hoaxed anything. You told your audience that. Again, proving that you lie to your audience constantly. Third phase of moon have admitted to hoaxing things, right? So how could they never have hoaxed anything if they admitted that they've hoaxed a lot of stuff when they started? It's all garbage. And I will not be intimidated. This guy's attacked my wife, my children, my family, my disability. Yeah, you want to make fun of my paralyzed eye again, big man, right? Great. Even with one eye, I can see what a liar that guy is. And anybody in his audience that is supporting him is being played. And especially anybody in his audience that's sending him money is being manipulated, is being lied to. And if that's what you want for your dollars, congratulations. You were successful. You give him money and then he lies to you. He lies to his audience constantly. And the fact that I love it. He's calling me a bully. Did I attack your wife, your children, your dead father, your disability ever? Right? No. All I did was prove that third phase of moon hoax things constantly. That's what all this is about. He wants to silence me. He wants to do such terrible things and say such terrible things that I just say, whoa, this guy's a psychopath. I'm going to back off. I'm not going to say anything else about third phase of moon. That's what he wants. He wants to intimidate me into silence. That's what a bully does. No, showing people hoaxes is not bullying, right? Showing people the truth that other people are lying is not bullying. But people can believe what they will. Here we have again another whole time where this guy lied through his teeth, provably. Anybody can contact those people. Go ahead. They never sent me anything, Rich. I don't know where you're getting. He must be just making this stuff up. Where does he get this stuff from? He also told people I met my wife in a strip club. Never happened. Never happened. And by the way, we're still friendly with the person that introduced us. I can bring her here and she can tell the story of how she brought my wife to my house for a dinner party. That's where I met my wife. Why are you lying about my wife to your audience? Why are you lying about my children, my dead father? Why are you making fun of my disability? You bitter, angry, jealous little man, right? That sounds like the actions of a bully. Revealing hoaxes is not the actions of a bully. Making fun of people's wives, lying about people's family, children, wives, fathers, making fun of their disability. That's what a bully does. And let's not forget all the other people that he's had problems with, right? So are we supposed to believe everybody else is wrong and he's right, right? The guy who gets caught lying constantly. Only super genius of the millennium, Richie Grifton, could make a video saying, I never lie to my audience, and get caught again. 100% provably lying to his audience. I'm not going to be stopped by some guy in my rearview mirror. We busted you out the wazoo. And until you address the lies we caught you in a year ago, I'm not going to talk about your new lies. I'm going to inform people, though. And by the way, we have a wonderful new method. In the future, when this guy lies about me, we have an AI that we're just going to plug a script into, make a video, and put it out there. I'm not going to waste time on that clown, that provable liar who's sitting in a trailer is it in his mom's backyard or some trailer park? I don't know. Who's calling people white trash while he's living in a trailer park, right? I love it. And then he's telling people, this is war. The only war is Rich at war with himself, at war with his own inability to admit when he was wrong and just tell the truth and move on. That's who he's at war with. He's not at war with me. Good luck. Good luck trying to dig out of that hole, right? Every time he lies, he gets a little deeper in and a little deeper in and a little deeper in. And somehow he hasn't realized that every time he lies, the hole gets deeper. He's not digging himself out of a hole built on lies with more lies. But best of luck to you, bro. Best of luck to you.
I called Stephen Cambian a bully, but I'm the one who made fun of his wife, his children, his dead father, his appearance, and even his disability. I'm the one who attacks women's appearances and have I fat shame people. Sounds like I'm the bully and Stephen is just showing people the truth about me. And that's why I keep attacking him. I guess I lied again. I said Stephen Cambian lies when he debunks people, but I have never shown a single solitary shred of evidence to support that statement. I refuse to go through those third phase documentaries and show my audience every place he lied. Are you kidding me? If my audience ever sees those documentaries, they will know I've been lying through my teeth for years about third phase of moon. I can't show my audience those documentaries and prove he lied, because if I do, they will really know what a liar I am. I said third phase of moon never hoaxed anything. Turns out that was me lying to my audience. Then I said they haven't hoaxed anything in 5 years. Turns out that was another lie. Then I said they haven't hoaxed anything in 3 years. That was a lie too. And this entire time I've been lying to my audience about third phase. I was included in private messages from people faking videos for that. Oh no, that proves I was lying the entire time I said these things. All the lies I told about people telling the truth, that was just to distract people from the fact that leaked private messages prove conclusively 100% that I knew this whole time that third phase knowingly and willingly post fake UFO videos people make for them on purpose. I knew this the whole time I was attacking Stephen Cambian, the out there channel alien addict, and anyone else who was telling the truth. I said I've met people that have known Stephen Cambian for 20 years. They were coming out of the woodwork for me, giving me information I can use against him. But then I never named any names, and Stephen Cambian checked in, and no one that has known him for 20 or more years even know who I am. I guess I lied again. I lied and said I did everything to follow the rules on YouTube. Fat shaming is against YouTube rules. So is making fun of people's disabilities, which I have done multiple times now. I guess I didn't do everything to follow the rules on YouTube. I guess I lied again. I said Stephen Cambian posted videos about me that are 100% lies, but again, I never show anyone any evidence.